And welcome to playoff basketball live from the Hive. In the words of Dorothy, there's no place like home. Charlotte Hornets went and played the first two games of this series on the road, and nothing good happened. They got basically the Miami Heat could not miss a shot. They were red hot Heat down there and were able to have two fairly easy wins against the Hornets down there. But after returning back to Charlotte, Charlotte was able to reestablish the defense they had played all year long, and again were able to come away with a big win tonight by the score of 96-80.
The key word tonight for the Hornets win was organization. I don't know how many times Coach Clifford said that tonight. They came out organized, ready, and this place was electric tonight, and they fed off of that electricity.
First playoff win for the Hornets since 2002. The first one for the Hornets since they have moved back to Charlotte and played in this arena. That when they were formerly the Bobcats, they did not win any. They had not won it here. So, again, that kind of gets that monkey off the back. But the bottom line is they're back in the hunt now.
They are, and they are, down by one game. So it's 2-1 to the Miami Heat. But you look at the stats tonight, Hornets came out shooting 39% from the floor. What really gets my eye is 96% from the free throw line tonight.
And that's a big difference as you talk about that when you look on the other end that Miami was 19 out of 30 for 63% though. But, it didn't look like it was going to be like that early in the game. Luau Ding came out, and Ding is what he did. He dinged the bell with 3 straight threes, and I think hit his first 4 three-point shots to start the game. And he had rookie Frank Kaminsky on him. The Hornets shook the lineup up tonight. They took a chance. Nick Batum's out indefinitely right now, so in the starting lineup they inserted Frank Kaminsky and took Cody Zeller out of the starting position and put Big Al Jefferson out there and got off to a much better start. That Al had the Hornets' first 4 points, and that seemed to be a pretty good combination starting the game.
It was. Frank Kaminsky come out tonight shooting 5 for 12. He was 0 from 3 for the three-point line. He was perfect from the free throw line, 5 for 5. He ended up with 6 rebounds, defensive rebounds tonight. He was all over the place with a total of 15 points tonight.
Well, coming up here, we talked with the top down on our cruise up here, though. And you remember I told you missing in action was Frank Kaminsky, actually Marvin Williams, and Marvin I think was like 1 out of 17 down there. He comes in tonight. Not only did he play well on the offensive end, he had 12 points, 5 out of 9 shooting, did a great job defensively, but had 14 rebounds. So he was the only Hornet tonight that came away with a double-double. But again, these were two guys that had really played well for them throughout the year, and this looked like the Hornets we're used to see play in the Hive.
It is. They came out with a focus and like I said, an organization, and look real good. So hopefully they can ride this momentum going into Monday night with the Heat here at the Hive.
As a coach, I was looking for things during the game, and 2 things that jumped out to me during the game was in the third quarter, they had Luau Ding trying to cover Kemba Walker. They had Dwayne Wade trying to cover Frank Kaminsky. That was the recipe for disaster right there. Did not look good from the standpoint that Frank was able to post up inside and get the ball down on the block. And again, he had came away, let's see, with 15 points tonight though. But the Hornets were able to put pressure on the Miami Heat and force matchup nightmares for the Heat.
Yep, they kept Dwayne Wade down to 17 points tonight. Of course, Chris Bosh didn't play due to an injury. They only had 4 players in double figures tonight, whereas the Charlotte Hornets had 6 players in double figures tonight.
I can say this and still not sound like I'm sour grapes or thing. This playoff game tonight, officiating was awful. The Hornets were able to win in spite of what was going on with calls not being made and drives to the basket and everything right there, though. But it was a nightmare from the standpoint of the fans here. Plenty of boos tonight for the guys in the striped shirts.
It was, and I think old Clifford got into their ear several times tonight, telling them, hey, we're getting virtually raped on the inside. A lot of, they didn't check hand calls or anything like that. Y'all got to do something or somebody's going to get hurt.
And we just got photobombed then by Jeremy Lin's family. That was Jeremy Lin with some of his family members here that just passed through, though. Jeremy did not come over here and yell like LeBron James did, but that was Jeremy Lin's family who just passed through in the background there, and they were trying to be quiet and not photobomb, but we appreciate them stopping by right there, though. But, again, great effort tonight, great enthusiasm by the Hornets to get the playoff win and, again, put themselves back in the hunt.
Yep, talking about Mr. Lynn, he was the leading scorer tonight with 18 points, 7 of 16 from the field tonight.
I've said since this summer when they signed him that Jeremy Lin, that's one of my favorite players, is the X factor. Jeremy Lin took the pressure to him. He's a veteran player, gave them a lift scoring off the bench. And that's the thing tonight, though. With his scoring, it kind of, offset not having Batum in the lineup there. And getting Marvin and also getting Kaminsky back in the scoring column, the Hornets were able to put up, 96 points. That's one better than pizza.
It is. Sure is. Real good tonight. So hopefully they can ride this momentum in going tomorrow night Monday night at 7 o'clock, the same place.
Yeah. Again, the big difference, too, I told you at halftime, the first two games, Miami had over 70 at the half. Tonight, going into the half, they were sitting there, I believe, with 44 points?
Yeah.
44 points. Big difference on the defensive end, though. And, again, the Hornets were able to establish and play Hornets basketball. I want to call out somebody else who may not have jumped out at you, the stats, though, but Courtney Lee, I thought, did a great job defensively, forced a 24-second call on them at a crucial time, playing great defense on trying to shut down. It was Joe Johnson at the time and several others, but even though he did not get into double figures, I thought Courtney Lee did a great job of defending some pretty good players from the Heat tonight.
He did. I like that pickup with Courtney Lee. He brings intensity and a good shot off the bench tonight because, let's see, how many points do we have off the bench? 52 points in the paint today. I don't know where's the bench points. They don't have those listed.
Bench points tonight, though, the main thing was, and this is kind of a key thing that I noticed, too, the Hornets kept it simple. Basically, in the flow of the game, only played 7 players. With 26 minutes tonight off the bench was Jeremy Lin. With 26 minutes tonight off the bench was Cody Zeller. Spencer Hall's got 11, and then after that, nobody else got more than a minute 28 in a mop-up role at the end of the game. So Jeremy Lamb did not get in with the game on the line, though. But sometimes, as a coach, if you got a crowd playing well, you find you 7 you can play with. And he found 7 to 8, went with those guys, and they got the job done.
They sure did tonight, and hopefully they can do it again Monday.
A crowd tonight, sellout crowd of 19,604 were here, and everybody, as you can see, has a T-shirt. You can see my Swarm T-shirt right now. You've got that in the picture, though. So Alan and I have one, too. I'm fashioning and modeling my T-shirt right now, though. But the Hornets will try to even this thing up on Monday night. We'll be back here to give you a report live from the Hive. He's Alan Knight. I'm the coach, Dick Cox. We'll see you Monday night, and hopefully we'll be talking about a 3-game series that is now 2-2 going back to Miami. Good night, everybody.